Oh, ding ding.
Ding, ding.
Hey, ding ding. How are you?
Let me go over to the comments. So you do a roll call, okay? All right. Let's see if
Roll
that's
call. Shout
real.
out to my man Tony Silo, getting that therapy. Oh, let me tell you, man. The therapy I like is a nice massage. Yeah, be good. I want to send a shout out to N Bay Eighth. Uh, Deuce Five, what up, man? Joey, what up? Sean, red haired stepchild. Remember,
Red-headed stepchild.
red,
Red-haired
yeah,
stepchild? Oh, that was
yeah,
a
red haired
red-headed
stepchild.
step.
Remember when Dally Winston, right? He went to Cherry Valens and the Outsiders, and he's like, "You're red haired. Do you have that red hair all over?" And she threw the soda in his face. I love Dally Winston. Finn Freet, West Texas Burrito, MRE, what up? What I love about MRE's show is very
What?
unpredictable times. I mean, because he
Mm-hmm.
might work or whatever. So a couple of days ago, it's like 6 in the morning. I look at my phone. He's on. It was great. It was great. So what's up, MRE?
Yeah, I think between his work schedule and then scheduling around other lives too, you know.
Yes,
So he
he's a
goes
very
when he
good
can.
guy. Been very supportive of me from the beginning. Hey
He
DJ, what
sure.
up? David James. Shout out to We Push Back. Hashtag We Push Back. Dominic and all the good people over at Justice Tech Pros. Carol Quill. Hey, sweetie. Who else is here?
Maddie is going live tonight. Maddie Marinara,
Yes, I got a lot of
and
love
it's
for.
first live as a monetized channel. So everybody check that out. I just put the link in chat. Joe equals great guy. What about
Thank
MB?
you, MR. You're a sweet talker. Thank you. You're making me blush right now. So Maddie's on tonight, right?
Yeah, 6 o'clock. So in 3 hours. I'll put the link in if you want to come up for a little bit, MR, if you're not busy. Yeah, and it's his first live as a monetized man, as a monetized channel. Congratulations to him. Also, shout out
Did
to
I
We
say
Push
what's up
Back.
to Sean? Oh,
Yeah,
look.
that's the real Sean.
Yep. Pope Edwin the First. What's up, buddy? How are you?
I get MRE as I'm waking up. I'm waking up and it's like, but there's coffee. And I noticed that he's on.
Yep. So it was so how's everything with you? B1, what up?
Oh, I want to hold on. I had something I wanted to show MRE. All right, so this is a Jalen Brown Celtics.
Nice, Jalen Brown.
Is that
Hmm.
a good card?
Okay, so that card is a 22-23 NBA hoops card.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Brown's rookie, I believe, is 2016. So the player's great. He's an all-star. He's, an all NBA player. But that particular card, no.
Uh, and then AJ
Al Horford. They play on the
I
same
said
team.
AJ Al Harford from the Celtics.
Right.
What about
Now,
that?
when I say it's not really, like I said, are you asking me as a collector or you're asking me as a, what's up, BK?
This is
Are
a
you,
21-22 year. I don't know what code.
right.
I'll have to show
But
you the back of it. But
I
he
know
likes the
I see
Celtics.
the
I just thought
card.
it was a
I,
nice card because he likes the Celtics.
they're only going to put the 21-22 stats on the back. They can't put 22-23 stats on because that season is Now, it's not over yet. So the card is the last stats are going to be from the last full season completed, 2021,
That's it.
2022. But actually, the card is this year. So now that card, to me, is it's not a card you're going to sell and make money on. But if you're 10 years old and you're a Celtics fan and you got that Jaylen Brown card, you're going to put it in plastic and you're going to love it. So, yeah.
Well, I
The
have it in
card,
plastic.
right.
I put it in the magnetic and I put it in plastic. So
Right.
I'm going to put that to the side for him because he likes the Celtics. That's the point.
Oh, look, Del Strain, how are you? Look, Chris, the Wanderer Trock is in. What's up, man?
Chris.
Jerry
He's been getting himself into some trouble.
Redzilla. He's the Wanderer. That's what I call him. He does a bunch of shows. He wanders to this show. He wanders over to that show. And then it's like, yeah. The thing is, he's just a nice guy. So.
Nice guy. I think he's YouTube. Not all there.
No, it's not. It's, it takes time to understand the lay of the land.
I don't know. I got a different opinion. It's different when you're. I don't want to make this about Chris Rock, so forget it. Let's move on. But what is this? This is a Celtics.
It's not about Chris Rock because he's not the only one that's done that. So it's not about him.
Who is this?
Peyton. No.
He's not a good Celtic.
Okay. Not really. But he's better than anyone, if he's a great player, Peyton Pritchard, but just not in the NBA. Besides, he's white, white men can't jump.
Oh, I got a Lakers.
What I was saying was before I got cut off.
Go ahead.
Is that when you go to different channels, you just, everything is effed up right now. So, you can't, because everybody's looking to team up with someone. And it's like, you go on this channel, you're upsetting this person. So for me personally, you got to watch from the,
pushes.
Exactly. It's like,
watch from the pushes.
It's just not worth the problems.
Yeah.
Because someone might have said something to one of our friends and offended them. You might not even know that person said that. That's another thing. It's not like, if someone goes at you, let's say, I don't hear about it, and I'm like oblivious to the situation, and then it just becomes a problem. So it's it's just not worth it. I go on channels. Like for example, shout out to my boy Panda Chop. He's got a great channel. I listen to Bomb First, Reggie Wright. So Reggie Wright was a cop, but he was also death row security. When Tupac and in the early '90s and mid '90s. So he's cool. He's a cool dude. I like his show. He talks about stuff that went on back in the day. He was actually at one point close to Suge Knight.
What's up, Redzilla? Redzilla's been putting out some good content.
OC Shorts. I used to listen to OC Shorts from like when he first started. He knows me. I know who he is. Not that we met or whatever, but he knows who Bay8 is because I used to chat with him all the time. And as a matter of fact, I remember when I was first getting my own channel, I hit him up like, yo, I'm getting my channel started. And he was like very congratulatory for me or whatever. He's a good guy. And what wound up happening was I stopped listening to his channel. Not for any other reason, but for time constraints, And because I'm not just sitting there all day listening to shows. So I decided a couple of days. Yeah, Redzilla. Yeah. Yeah, I comment, as a matter of fact, Reggie's another person I know, Reggie Wright. When I comment, he hits me right back no matter what. He's a good guy, man. And
frequent flyer. Does this mean this person goes on airplanes? Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell, great player. 71
It says he's a frequent flyer.
Right. Yeah, he was with Utah. They traded him. So it's funny, Redzilla, because if you listen to Bomb First and Reggie Wright, those guys that he was against on, I don't want to say names, but I lived out on the West Coast. I know all them kids. I even told them I knew all those guys. Guys that they were beefing with or whatever from LA or whatever. But I mean, it has nothing to do with me. That shit goes way back with these guys, from back in the day. It's something that I was never able to, like, no, like these people that come along, like, and they say, like, oh, you know what? I'm with neighborhood Compton Crip now, or I'm with Southside Compton Crip, or I'm with this gang. And it's like these guys are like singers that are doing that. It's crazy. Like Chris Brown is a Blood. Oh yeah, nice, very nice.
That's good.
Yep. No,
I should put it in plastic.
Not yet. Soon.
All right. So anyway,
real gang members, unless you spilt blood for them and their cause, you ain't getting down with them.
What is your?
Yeah, Reggie was the Compton police officer, and but he grew up like in that Looters Park area, and that's Blood. So, but he became a cop. But the whole time that he was a cop, he was friends with these guys, and then Suge Knight blew up or whatever, and he needed security. So he went to Reggie. Yeah, he's a good guy, Reggie. Bomb First.
Everybody hit the like button.
Chris.
Hey, what's up, Josie? How are you, Josie?
There's a couple of reasons why you got to leave that alone. Hey, sweetie. One reason is this is a very pro Josie Lee channel. Right? Like Josie's very dear to me. Now, my advice, Chris, is just move on. Don't even entertain it. Don't talk about it. Don't bring it up. It's just, I'm not sure what the issue is, but we don't want that issue to get bigger. So, my advice, stay put. Because you don't want to phone Josie. Oh, look who it is.
Johnny.
Yo.
Josie, you're at work, right?
Johnny boy.
What up? How you doing?
What up, man?
Nothing. Just had a job interview.
Nice.
How'd it go?
Not too bad. I got to follow up with them on Tuesday. So, and then I got court on Wednesday for a fucking parole violation. So.
Oh crap.
Yeah. But it's, well, I'll be all right. It was just for it. I just got a disorderly, so it's
not that bad.
Nah.
I got a ticket in the mail today.
They'll just probably give me a fine or something. I don't. Yeah.
They definitely a fine. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it'll probably just give me a fine and maybe give me another 6 months of papers or something like that. I'm not.
Yeah, it's like the doctor today. I went to the doctor. He gave me 6 months to live. I told him I couldn't pay the bill. He gave me another 6 months.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I had to convert to Islam the other night, bro.
Yeah, I was like, what's up with that, man?
Oh, I
mean,
was
that's
just
cool, but I didn't know what I missed. I really didn't see the whole show, but I just saw you in that. I'm like, oh shit.
okay. So you know you're boxing some, Joey. You know you're boxing pretty good. You know who
Sure.
Lomachenko is. You know who
Of
Lomachenko.
course.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know who Devin Haney is.
Definitely know who Devin Haney is.
He's a punk. Okay. He's a complete. I've spoken to his father multiple times.
Really? Mm-hmm.
He's just a racist piece of shit.
Really?
Yes,
Devin
bro.
Haney is?
The dad,
Oh,
the
the
dad,
dad.
the dad.
Is
He's
he
just
working with the Mayweathers, Devin Haney? Because I
they
seen a
had that.
video of him working out with Floyd Sr. Did you see that one? It was like a short video where they were doing some glove work.
That was when he was first getting started. Yeah, and
Okay.
and you know how I feel about Floyd. So
Right.
so I just clown on him every chance I get. So that's
Mhm.
why that was my little reason for wrapping myself up in the bed sheet and
Okay.
not to make fun of anybody's religion. I respect everybody except when it comes to that piece of shit, you know. But the thing of it is, Lomachenko signed the contract to fight him over a month ago, and this kid's dragging his feet now. So I'm like, oh. And plus, he called me a bunch. His dad called me a bunch of crazy shit. Fuck you, you white boy, and blah 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 blah, and all this other dumb shit. So now I got a little bit of a vendetta against him. So that was my whole reason for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Devin Haney, but I'm a fan of Lomachenko.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big Loma fan.
Loma, yeah, he's, I mean, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We shall see.
He might be too old for that one, but we'll see. We'll see.
They're getting it on though, right? Him and Loma.
This is
Or
that's why I did what I did the other night because Loma signed the contract over a month ago, bro. And Haney's got some cold feet and he's talking all this rah rah shit. And I'm like, well, dude, don't quit telling everybody you're gonna do it and go do it, man.
Yeah.
Stop putzing around.
So if they fight within the next 6 months, let's say, you're going like who do I know you would want Loma to win, but can he beat Haney?
He can beat him. It all depends on if his age shows up on him, bro. That's the whole thing. Because Lomachenko's 35 now, bro. So if his age catches him,
Shit.
yeah, he's getting up there. So if his age catches him, Haney will probably win. But if Lomachenko, has a Roberto Duran moment or a Pacquiao moment, he'll beat him.
Yep.
So
I did not think he was
Make
that
sure everybody
old.
subs to Johnny Combat. How do you say your channel name? Sorry, I apologize. Combat.
Johnny's Combat Talking News.
I'm gonna find the link. Did you type in chat before? Type in chat right now so I could share it for you.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Hang on. I'm in the bedroom. Give me 1 minute.
Oh no, I'll find it then. I'll find it for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he has a great show. It's fun. We have some laughs over there. So everybody make sure you guys sub up. And he goes live. So you guys can go in his live and hang out. And it's a different crowd, than the normal people in our community. So you guys can make some new friends.
Yeah, and I sometimes I'll segue into some mob shit or some movies or what have you too, or some, so it just depends where the conversation goes.
Yeah, I hear you.
Just depends where the conversation goes. So.
Yeah, he had an interesting career path, Loma.
Yes, he did.
Because he fought for like a title. What was with this fourth fight or whatever, fifth fight? It was real soon. He got a title shot.
His second pro, okay, because he was a double Olympic gold medalist. So because he was 396-1 in the amateurs. So he which is insane. He's the best amateur boxer ever. But
Obi Toppin?
No, Obi Tippin. No.
That's no good.
But he,
Obi Toppin yesterday, I wanted to strangle him. I'm watching the Knick game. He goes up for a wide open dunk and he missed it. This guy is like, he could jump over the hoop. He missed it. He
I
got
know,
benched after that because he wasn't paying attention.
yeah, I was gonna stop by yesterday. I was at the dentist. I got something going on with my gums, bro. I floss my teeth every night. I always brush them. I got good teeth still. But dude, I have 9 cavities, bro, and I always floss them. I always brush them. My mom's been a dentist, a hygienist for 30 years, bro. So I was always taught to, take care of your teeth, and I always do. But something's wrong with my gums, bro. I keep getting I was gonna stop by last night, but they did 4 fillings on me yesterday. So I was like
How
Billy.
old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, come on, man. Wait till you
Oh, you're young. I just turned, my birthday was,
at 30, I can eat rock.
February. My birthday just passed a week and a half ago about, and I turned 36 years old.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you only got a few years on me though. You ain't that much old.
Yeah. Just recently, the end of February was my birthday.
That's when my dad's is. My dad's is the 20th.
Yeah, it's the
mine.
whole age thing and the time thing. It's thrown me for a loop because it's like
it's all about how you feel.
I'm 2 years from 50, and it's like, wait a minute now, 2 years at 50, I'll be 50. I'm like, what? So
I think I've taken a lot of punishment for my age, though, man. So
yeah. That's why age truly is a number, but shit.
East layer of Mob 2.
For a while.
What is this? If I got the timeline wrong, I will correct that. A friend to everyone is a friend to none. I don't believe you got the timeline wrong with that situation, because I did go back and watch it, and the subject was brought up. But
yeah,
you two, I think you, because you were kind of thrown under the bus by it. Josie and Truck should talk. I spoke to him on how I felt, and anyway, so an age is just a number. It's all about how you feel.
Yep.
Listen,
get Josie's book, man. Let me tell you something. Josie, I will forever be her number 1 fan, and that's the truth.
Hey, Kelly G.
She put me in her book, and I'm not going to tell you what she said, but she put me in her book, and it's a good book.
Well, stay in this community. You'll make the book too, Johnny.
Like a children's book. It was written really well, so she did a great job. She's very talented, Josie.
What did you say? Oh, I'm sorry, hon. What did you say? Pardon.
Stay in our little community. You'll get put in the book too. You want to be, she writes the Mob 2 Chronicles, and it's from the start with our community, things that happened in the community. I believe she's doing number 2 right now. And maybe by number 3, you'll be wrapped up in that book. Celtics,
right.
Who is this person?
And it's not just stay in the community, because stay in the community and act right, because you can
of course
book, you could get put in that book and you won't. I'm not gonna say, but yes.
Yeah, no, I got
Jason Tatum.
It's a good ball player.
Yep.
Basketball player. He's a Celtics.
It's a good ball player. But yeah, Joe, so Lomachenko, he fought, so he jumped out of the Olympics. He said, I'm not going to pad my record with 30 tomato cans. Right. I want a shot right out of the gate. And his second pro fight, he fought for the featherweight.
He lost to Salido, yep, I remember.
And I thought he got stiffed in that fight, to be honest. He was getting low blowed and all kinds of shit. And then then they said, okay, maybe that was a fluke. They threw him back in there with Gary Russell, who's from D.C. He was undefeated at the time. He's a very good. He's getting older now too, but
his old man.
Yeah, but and then Loman got the title off of him, and that was his first couple of fights.
Yeah.
So.
But it's crazy because I heard you say on your show, boxing is dead, and you want to know what's crazy? You're right, but it's dead not because there's no talent. I mean, you look at the welterweight, that whole, like one lightweight up. There's some really good fighters that are in there. You know what I mean? They just won't fight each
Absolutely.
other.
This is, the best. See, like I would have stopped by for the UFC this weekend, but I got to do. The only guys who are fighting each other are the little guys. The little guys are still fighting each other, bro. The featherweights and the flyweights and the bantamweights and all of those guys are still all of those guys are still fighting. And there's a couple other divisions there where they're fighting each other, like
Yeah,
100.
but Spence is not fighting Bud Crawford. I mean, they're fighting, but it could be better.
It could be better. And what I mean by dead is that it's not what it was. It's kind of like how football. It's kind of the same thing. It's not dead as it doesn't exist, but it's dead is how most of us knew it growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I would say that.
Yeah, you know what? I understand what you're saying, but I have a tendency to disagree for one reason. Like, okay, so you have Deontay Wilder, Joshua. Obviously, Fury's on a whole different level, but you got some good heavyweights there. How come Wilder hasn't fought Joshua yet? I mean, Wilder's going to be 40 years old, so now it's like, why are these guys? There's a long layoff before these guys before they even fight.
There's
Andy Ruiz, okay? Like he's getting. I mean, he fights people, but I guess because he has to. But I mean, I just don't see the fights being made.
They're not, and that's the thing. They're not, and that's the thing, well, bro. Like, it's not one thing either, bro. Like sometimes it is the fighter just being a chump. Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. Like
Promoters,
yeah. Sometimes it's the promoters. It's a conglomerate of things.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's the sanctioning bodies. Like remember we talked about Bivol Beterbiev the other night when I stopped by, right? Now with that one, they both want. I mean, those Russian dudes are fearless. They're not scared of it. They're not scared of nothing.
Another
But they,
good one. Yep.
that's like with that one, they want to fight. The promoters wanted to fight. The one who's blocking that is the WBC and Suleiman, because he said we're not letting a Russian fight for our title because of what's going on in the
world. Saying that, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. Like I said, and I'm not I'm not president. That would be like me being the president of the WBC and say, well, we're not going to let any Mexicans fight because of what's going on with the immigration. It's stupid, bro. You know, it's just.
But another one is Usyk. Like he's another guy. I mean, I would like to see him maybe fight a Wilder, a Fury, of course, but I don't think he could beat Fury. But I would like to see, because Deontay Wilder, like I like him, horrible technical boxer. He's an asshole or whatever. Well, look at how he threw Breland under the bus. So
absolutely.
I don't understand why they're not making these fights. They should, Ali when the 70s they would fight each other. Like all right, we were talking about doing fights. I mean, you could score the 3 Ali Norton fights. I heard he won 2 out of the 3 Norton. You know what I mean? So it's I mean, back then at least the guys fought each other.
And another thing. Oh yeah. Sorry, Lauren. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I'm done.
Thank you, Steve, for the super sticker or the super chat. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, Steven.
No, but
Steve Harris.
But no, the thing. Even when I was see everybody, a lot of people always go back to the 70s and the 80s, which you're right. But even when I was growing up in the 90s
Oh,
and
definitely, yeah.
and
Definitely.
and
Big
even in
part.
the early 2000s, bro, you had De La Hoya and Trinidad and
Yeah.
frickin' Barrera and Morales and
Rare.
and later on Pacquiao and Miguel Cotto. Them dudes all fought. Gotti, Ward, Diego Corrales, all them dudes. They all fought, even back then they fought each other, and that wasn't 40, 50 years ago either. So I mean,
He beat
now
Pacquiao Morales. Morales was good, man. I like
Morales
Eric
was
Morales.
Eric Morales was a monster, bro.
Mhm.
He was never in a bad fight, bro. Ever. That guy was always in just
Yep.
constantly.
I used to
Shout
like
out to Real
Diego
Deal
Corrales
Tommy.
too. He was Diego Corrales. I mean, he wasn't the best fighter, but man, the heart that he had. Could you imagine if you put his heart in a Floyd Mayweather's body? You know what I mean? Like he was fearless.
Oh yeah, he would have never. Yeah,
Rest in peace to Corrales. Yep.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
Shout
So
out
brother worked
to
at a school
Tommy.
in Vegas, and Corrales's kid went to that school. My brother worked for the Board of Education out there. He used to see
yeah.
him all the time riding his motorcycle, and sure enough, he died on the motorcycle.
Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was too bad. Rest in peace, Tom. Too.
yeah.
Hey
But even
Carol, how are
Toro
you?
Gotti's another one. I mean, the
I got his
fighters. Man.
I got his gloves tattooed on my shoulder.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, shout out to Tommy Real Deal. Hello, NB, Joe, JB. He's in the car listening. He had doctor's appointments today. I hope
Steve, Harad, D-Town in the
Carol
house.
Mahal.
Oh, there she is. The beautiful Carol Mahal. How are you, sweetie?
Edwin had to go back to work.
Look, Edwin is the Pope. So Edwin's job is never finished. He works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week doing God's work. Because I could be on here rip roaring, cursing, screaming, doing whatever. He's like, God bless you, Joe, and make sure you do the boxing stream. Like, man, when you see
Or
him in the chat, it's
telling
like
me
you have to slow down. You can't get mad.
or
Preach.
NB telling me about my morning coffee shows. Edwin's a
Yeah.
good guy. Always so supportive of all the chats. Finn Freak, what's up?
Yeah, Joey. Now here I gotta do the boxing on Saturday night. But if it wraps up soon enough, I'm gonna try to come over here to make it for the if you know.
You're welcome to come on whenever. So
thank you, Paisan. I appreciate it.
Because it's gonna be like Tony Silo, he's in.
Yeah.
Shades. There's going to be a bunch of us. Lee, I mean, the usual suspects. And, I mean, once we're done with the UFC, then, the real show starts. We'll talk about a bunch of different topics. So,
yeah, right.
It should be cool. So, we'll be on after it. And if you can, pop on.
Yeah, okay. All right. Sounds like a plan. Like I say, I just got to do there's a featherweight fight this week I got to do. I've been telling everybody I was going to do it. So I got to do it, but
yeah, man, I noticed you have a lot of videos. I started watching slowly but you got to put out a lot of content. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, it's a good hobby to have, it's a good hobby to have. So,
but the key word is hobby.
Yeah.
There he is, Real Deal.
Yeah, it's a good hobby to have. Like I said.
Where is it? He's home.
Yeah, he's here. Unless it's an imposter.
Whatchamacallit? Angel, congratulations on 6K. She is doing a live tonight. Everybody click the link and ring the bell so you get notified for that. Real Deal, if you are home and you want to hop on, I will drop the link. We always love having you come on and chat with us.
Do you know Angel, John?
Yeah,
Angel?
I was tonight. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. She's got that show with Marla. Angel's
He's hopped on a couple of
good
shows.
people. Yep. They're both good. You
She's-
know, they're very
Yeah,
nice women.
congratulations to both of them on 6 subs.
So
She's a sweetheart.
They are.
Yeah. She's
And
a
tough
sweetheart.
as nails. They won't let anybody, they don't put up with any BS.
Well,
Yep.
Angel kind of reminds me of like one of my aunts or something, you know. And like that's just
yeah,
because I'm a little bit younger or whatever. She kind of reminds. That's how you know. She's a sweet lady though, very sweet.
yeah. Honestly,
very
most
sweet.
of the, I mean, look, there's a lot of good women.
Yeah.
You know who I
In
seen?
this community, the women on
Linda-
our side in this community are very good and very loyal people. We have some good loyal women on this side. I will say
Linda
that.
Amsterdam.
Who is it?
Linda Amsterdam. I think I seen her yesterday in our
Mhm.
chat, and I hadn't seen her in a while.
MJ, I
Yeah.
miss MJ. MJ
Yeah,
Hunter, I
MJ.
miss her. She
I
hasn't been
hope
around
MJ
since
was MJ because it
MJ
just
was MJ.
seemed- yeah, she was great. But I seen
I think maybe
Linda,
she got
she's
turned
good.
off by all the a lot of people when things started going south with the doxing and the putting up family pictures and stuff like that. A lot of good people left the community, and
Yeah.
it's sad that we lost some of the good people because of disgusting things that went on. But I hope she listens from time to time and knows that we always appreciated her support, and she's missed.
You want to know who one of those people are? Snap Roll.
Who?
Snap Roll was his name. I know
Snap
his real
Roll?
name. I know his real name because we emailed back and forth. But you know, he's like a professional dude. He's like a pilot. I'm not gonna say for what, but it was like he's like, Joe, you know, I love you and you're great, but the beef and stuff and what goes on in the chat and everything, he's like, hey, and I can't be a part of that. And yeah, it definitely has an effect. Because people, I mean, you're talking about professional people. That's what these people don't realize. They think like, you know, like all the people that are on here are like them. You know, like they don't have jobs, they don't do this, they live at home, they live in the no, people like actually have a job, have families. You think they want to be affiliated with, you know, shows like this, and then if the guy comes out and supports me, Snap Roll, well, guess what? He now has a problem with these guys, and these guys will go on their show that dislike me and talk about the people that like us. So
Yeah.
what are you going to do at that point?
You get a lot of that in the boxing community out here too, bro.
Yeah, but it's one thing to yap, but it's another thing when it gets to a different level of, you know, like calling families and putting pictures up, and it just becomes.
I think it's creepy to go stalk family members of ours, Facebooks and their social medias and that type of stuff. Hey, is that Muggsy?
I had
Muggsy. What's up, Muggsy? Long time no see. I think that's just strange to sit there spending your day going through like our family members' social media who have nothing to do with the internet, to look through, to find pictures. It's just creepy and it's just weird, and it's like, get a life.
I had guys on because I used to have an old channel too. That one had about 12,000 followers, bro. And
What's up, Dextro?
I had people whipping up pictures of my uncles that had passed away, my grandfather.
Well, there you go. Right.
All that shit. So that's what I took a year off, and then I came back. Because I'm one of them guys. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not letting them get the best of me, type of thing. You know. So I'm just one of those guys. You know. I'm like, all right. I'm taking a year off. I'll come back. I'll still have a fresh start. That's why when I'm on there, I don't have anybody that I'm not familiar with. If you come in and you're a jerk off the first time, you're never coming back on again. That's it. I'm not.
Thank you, Sean. I had somebody, and I know who it is because a stupid person first they threatened that they were calling CPS on me, but then they didn't like edit out their number, like *67, whatever their number. So their number came up on the CPS report. Called CPS on me and literally claimed that I had multiple children, that I have locked up and chained to beds. My house is filthy with trash all over. What else? The claims were crazy. I'm in the mob. I am part of the mafia, and I'm subjecting my kid to the mafia. The lady came in my house and she was like, actually, my daughter was homesick that day. I had just taken her to the pediatrician. So I was off that day when the lady knocked on the door. And actually, I went to go live and I hear a knock on the door like the police. And she's like, you don't even have the only lock on any doors in this house is the bathroom door. I mean, my daughter's grades in school are awesome. The pediatrician and her doctor's records are fine. So they can call all day, every day. Nothing will happen because there's no abuse. There's nothing going on. But just some of the claims that I literally have the kid chained to a bed. Imagine having that kid chained to a bed. Do you think that she's not going to run to school and open her mouth to another adult or to like another parent or a grandparent saying that I chain her to the bed at night or whatever else? I don't know. But anyway, just the thing these people do, contacting families of mine and threatening, their jobs and stuff like that.
Well, and see, I'm not an internet savvy for my age. I'm not a very internet savvy guy. I didn't go to.
I think Sean.
What's up, Renee? He's a good dude, Renee.
Sean, thank you so much. Keep doing you, Joey and MB. Thank you. I appreciate it. And that's the real Sean.
We appreciate you, man.
When I had my old channel, I wasn't very internet savvy. I didn't know. I wasn't, I've never had an Instagram.
Oh, it's going to happen. Don't worry. It's going to happen. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to someone else. It's going to happen, my friend.
I see the comment, but I never had an Instagram, a Twitter, or none of that shit. I got one now, but it's just for the fuck around basically. So when I had my old channel, I was just basically, when somebody would say some crazy shit about me or because I don't know no better, because I'm not very internet familiar. So I was just like, well, fuck you, motherfucker. I'll break your face, and all that.
Joe was doing the same thing in the beginning.
It's not even.
He learned from it.
It's not even, like, for example, what's really crazy about the whole thing, like with these wars, are certain shows are doing certain things, right? Like, whatever, like putting pictures up. The problem is, like, what type of people are you really in your chat? Because I don't know, if I held up pictures of some dude that I'm at war with on YouTube, I don't like the people like cheering it on, like this is an accepted practice. Like this is something that's like, hey, like you put pictures up of people and their families, and it's like, well, the people are just like starving for this. They want more. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what? Like, you hate me that much? You know where to find me. I mean, the odds are, like, okay, so if I got out of my house, walked out of my house one day, and I was attacked, and I got an ass whooping. Right? My jaw was broken in this. The one thing I would never do is call up the authorities. They can't do anything. They won't do anything. It's a waste of time. Okay? It's not the way we were taught. Okay? So, but on the reverse, that's all they do. That's all they do. Like, I have it in my mind that if certain content creators get hurt, that the cops are going to be knocking on my door. I tell my friends that all the time. As a matter of fact, one of my friends is in here that I talk to about it. I'm like, yo, they're coming to me. Okay? There could be a million people hating this person. So, not
necessarily.
Let's just keep it, talking shit back and forth. Because I thought about this. I said, you know what? There's no way I'll ever be silenced. because I just can't be silenced. Meaning, like, all right, I won't talk about them for 9 days, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days. But I'm not going to be intimidated into saying nothing. So,
That's
because it's just a matter of how I woke up. You know,
that,
like when I call up my drug dealer for pills and he tells me, hey, man, I got nothing. Well, guess what? I'm coming on the show and I'm talking shit. So
that's
luckily, he always has them.
That's why I'm real selective about which streams I'm jumping on. I know you guys.
Exactly. But
I
no,
don't.
but seriously, you got to think about it because it now, you know, you start becoming friendly with us. The people that are against us,
Sure
don't
did.
worry about them. They're scumbags. They're just lowlifes. You don't have a thing to worry about. Not a thing. Nothing to worry about. It's nothing. I mean, you know, the words and everything, that's fine. Okay, you put pictures of me up. Okay, well, anybody could get those off Facebook, but good move, man.
Yeah.
Good
See,
move.
I even got off. I deactivated the Facebook. Dude, there's too many people in my business and shit when it comes. Just from but just from all different reasons. But I and the thing is, on my old channel, see, because like I say, I wasn't very internet savvy at the time. I would just, when somebody would say something about one of my relatives or something, I'd say all kinds of crazy, and rightfully so. I had to feel some type of way about it. And then they take that clip of me saying something back to them, and they, oh, look at what this piece of shit said, and they post it all over the fucking place. I'm like, well, I wasn't queued up to how this shit works at that point. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah.
It's not even.
Well, that's the problem. People come on here not realizing that people can be so malicious. Like our friend Tommy Real Deal, he's the nicest person in the world, and he didn't realize that people could be liars and malicious. You know what I mean? So you don't think like that. If you don't have a mind to think like a horrible, malicious, horrible person, you don't think that people would actually be like that. Like when I first came on the internet, when I first started, I didn't think that I would have to not be able to share pictures of my daughter with certain friends that I might meet on YouTube, because as soon as they turn on you, they're putting the pictures up and stuff like that. A little kid, she's grown up a lot since then, and now I keep it private. But you would never think in a million years that you would have to keep your child's picture private, because jerks would go after a child.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's not how my mind works. My mind doesn't work on disgusting, horrible things like that. But these people, there's some people on there that think that way, and it is what it is. You just got to learn from it. Roxy King heard that we were talking about pills. So Joe,
Hey.
you don't have to prove nada. You're already done that. They don't want any smoke. There we go.
Oh yeah, call me, man. Pills. Oh, forget about it. I love pills. I mean, I take a lot of pills every day. I mean, I'll admit it. I do. I take. You know what I've been taking? CoQ10. Been taking that, a multivitamin. My doctor, Lauren, has me on
elderberry.
apple
Have you
cider
been taking your
vinegar,
elderberry?
I mean, yeah, a lot, man. I take a lot. I
Your
take
vitamin
vitamin D. I take, you know what I've been taking a lot of? Vitamin C. So yeah, yeah.
Apple cider vinegar. Vinegar.
Those gummies are
All
good.
that stuff.
The apple cider vinegar.
Those gummies are good. I'll be eating a gummy when I get off papers in June.
Very sick people out there, absolutely. I'm gonna mute and turn my camera off for a second because I gotta go do something.
So I know people that are in the what's the business?
What?
The grass business, not the landscaping end. I mean, so I really don't like smoking anymore for a few reasons, but one of the reasons is I would smoke the Dutch Masters, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
I liked Phillies back in the day.
When you start doing that, right? And you do your hand, right? I used to have to wear a rubber glove, like you know, the little, the throwaway rubber gloves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I used to have to wear that when I smoked because it would get into my fingers, that cigar smell.
Oh
It would
yeah.
get into my clothes too, but my fingers. So then someone's like, you know what? So I stopped smoking weed. Someone tells me in my family, try these edibles.
Yeah.
He's like, look, they're chocolate chip cookies. You're gonna love them because your family, they'll see chocolate chip cookies. I mean, it smells a little different, but right.
Yeah.
So he gives me like 5 cookies. I take one cookie. I'm like, fuck, this shit sucks. Take the second cookie, nothing. The third cookie. The fourth cookie, I'm like, all right, I'm going to meet my friend at this diner, Mike's Place Diner. Let me take this fourth one, see what happens. I
Yeah.
ate the fourth one. It must have had all the THC in just that one because I got so paranoid because I hadn't smoked in a while. And it was like the other 4 cookies must have had nothing in them.
Yeah.
With those edibles that, they're not the edibles that, my cousin cooked. It's not like, like he's a dispensary or anything.
Yeah.
And that scared me for edibles because it's just like you don't know what the THC content in each one had it because I guess they do it in a butter or whatever. I mean, I don't know how
Yeah.
you
I don't know.
dispense an even amount in each cookie, so I had to stay away from that.
Well, see, to me, like, cause I'm an ex-heroin addict, bro. I've been clean for 6 years, over 6 years now.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you. I haven't touched coke, heroin, none of that in 6 years, over 6 years. But and even with the drinking, I got to tread lightly. I got to have 3 and walk away. Otherwise,
Right.
otherwise it's gonna be I got the Christopher Moltisanti gene. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
so even I can have a couple, but after I have 2, 3, 4, that's time for me to go. That's it. And the weed is the one that's I'm like, okay, that one I can handle without fucking flying off the rail. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am, though. But I can't do that because I'm on pro. But I can't do that because I'm on probation. So it is what it is.
Yep.
So, but
Yes. I just, like with the pot, I probably should be taking it. I mean, probably should be smoking, but it's just, I don't know. It's just like something I'm like you, because I know if I get started again, then it's like, I'm like, I can't do anything, like I just can't do anything in moderation between me. It's the truth. I mean,
that's
maybe you could have 3 drinks, but I couldn't. I couldn't have 3 drinks. I could have 3 drinks maybe once or twice, and then it'd be 4, 5, 6. And once I get going, it's like,
no. I'm the same way, Joey. That's what I mean. When it doesn't matter. I got to tread lightly, regardless of what it is. You know what I mean? I got to tread light.
yeah.
I got to tread lightly. So
I find I'm that way with food, right? Like, so this year or last year, it was amazing. I go on these kicks.
mhm.
Like over the summer, I was on an Italian ice kick.
Oh yeah,
Marino's Italian ices. I couldn't get enough of them. Then I got on linguine and clams. And what I mean by linguine and clams and white sauce was like, okay, like, I'm Italian, so I'm going to eat that probably a couple of times a month just anyway.
yeah,
No. Every night I had to have linguine with white clam sauce for a month straight. And then I'll move over to something else.
yeah.
And I'm on that for a month straight. Then I got on, sunflower seeds. That was my big thing for a while. Sunflower seeds. Then I went to pistachios. And what I mean, like right now, you know what I'm on? Tortilla chips.
Yeah. I got you.
I never ate tortilla chips. All
It's
of a sudden, I'm eating a bag every 2 days.
Yeah,
Tomato.
it's
Oh, Joy Faraci. How are you, sweetie? Another great woman.
see, and that's how I am with the coffee right now, bro. That's how I'm the same way with the coffee. You know, because I'm trying not to drink soda, and you know, I'm trying to shit some weight off here before summertime comes. You know, and I gotta. So now I'm just drinking the coffee. I'll just drink the. That's my thing right now. I'll just have
Yeah.
my coffee and my Marlboros.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
because you got to look at it this way, right? Like, like you do a show, right? Like you have a show and like, you just talk about certain things.
yeah.
But then you got people that are like, you know, in the comments or whatever, right? And their idea of a good time is having some big strapping dude come behind them, you know what I mean, and put their dick in his ass. That's entertainment for them. Well, my friend, you're not going to get that entertainment on this channel, so you might as well go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because this, and you cannot please everyone. You know what I
No.
mean? Because this guy, let me tell you something, dude. His asshole, oh my god, it's huge. It's gotta be. You know what I mean? It's gotta be.
It's the way it's.
So
Yeah.
yes.
Well, and then
No,
there's
but
something.
guys take it in their ass all the time, and he's one of them. But you're
And
not gonna get that here.
yeah,
So
he likes the cock. What are you gonna do? But
to each his own, my friend. But then you got to worry that he's one of the guys that made it through grid. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't know what grid is, but grid is like some 1978, 1981 shit. You know what I mean? You know what grid is?
I think I know what it is. That's
Gay-related immunodeficiency disease.
yeah,
That was like prior to AIDS. They used to call it grid.
yeah.
And
Oh,
yeah, grid, gay
I
related yeah. And yeah. So this guy is lucky to be alive, basically. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I got no problem with them.
yeah.
I mean, the crazy thing is, like, I got gay people in my family that I love. And now they're starting to come out, and it's like very, very, it's like I start looking at the numbers, like, all right, I got, one relative, his kids, both of them are running the other way. Great. So now I start doing the percentages. I'm like, wait a minute, we got 30 people in this family here, and we're supposed to have 5% of people are supposed to be gay. Well, the way I do the math is if I have 30 family members, that means that 1.5 people in my family should be gay. I got fucking 9 in my family right now. So,
Yeah.
it's just a part of life. And this guy that's making these comments, he should just realize that we're pro, we do not discriminate.
No.
No way.
If you take it in your ass, you could come out.
Joe.
We're just not doing that on this show.
Yeah.
That's all.
Watch the language on that stuff. And justice
Well,
for
what's
Alan
gonna happen? I
Kaiser.
gotta take the show down.
No,
Okay,
it just
no,
sounds
someone
vulgar. We have
irritated me.
Angel, we
That's
have
all.
Joy. Listen, we got Joy in
Yeah.
chat. We got Angel in chat.
Joy,
You're,
I'm
just
sorry,
that's
guys.
what I
No,
mean. Just
I'm
have
sorry.
respect for like.
You know what? You're
You
100%
understand.
right. I lost it there for a minute. Sorry.
And justice for Alan Kaiser and Angel.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the 6K subs. I shared your link earlier for your 6K celebration.
Yeah, Joy, man, oh man, Joy is an incredibly strong woman, and I'm glad that she knows who Bay Eighth is, and she comes on the show, and that's great.
She comes
So
to see ND.
you know what? Yeah, you could. Yeah,
Some of the guys on my streams and shit will be like, Johnny, why don't you quit smoking the cigarettes? They're not good for you. And I'm like, dude, listen. I quit all the junk. I'm not drinking. I'm trying not to. I'm very, very rarely do I drink. I'm not gonna push the frickin' envelope here, bro. Don't. That's my one little "Come on, it's 2023. You don't need to be smoking cigarettes." I'm like, dude, I worked construction for 8 years. My dad was in the Teamsters Union for 40 years in Chicago, bro. They all smoke cigarettes, dog. I says, I'm not gonna. I kicked heroin and coke and all that shit years ago. I'm very, 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 very rarely do I drink, so I'm not gonna push the envelope with the cigarettes, bro. Just let me have. Just let me have
Well,
my.
let me just tell you one thing, okay? Now, there's one. Well, there's two cigarettes, but the worst cigarette is this. If you, I don't know if they still make them. They're called Pall Mall.
Oh yeah, they still got
My
them.
grandfather, if my grandfather smoked them,
Yeah.
if someone is smoking Pall Malls, you know what? That's it. Blow your brains out. Guaranteed emphysema with those lung cancer, whatever. Guaranteed with Pall Mall. The second one was Camels. My other grandfather smoked Camels. And let me tell you, Pall Mall is the worst. I have any old person that has ever smoked Pall Malls, they got sick, guaranteed.
This
There's something in those cigarettes.
That's from my
Joy
dad.
quit 4 months ago, and
Oh,
here's the link right now. Angel's doing a show tonight. Everybody go and ring the bell so you get a notification for her show.
Yeah.
When she goes live, you'll get the notification. Everybody come in and hit the thumbs up and congratulate her on the 6K.
Yes, congratulations on the 6K. She made a little mistake, a little judgment and error, though. I'm going to tell you this, Angel. Because what Angel did was, I went on her show for the first time. And as I'm leaving the show, she says, "Oh, Joey, you can come on the show whenever you want." I said, "Really? Angel, I'll be on your forget about it. You're gonna regret saying that. I'll tell you that much." I have an open invite, she says. Not good, Angel.
He's a talker too, Angel. He likes to talk.
Congratulations.
Pall Mall. Yeah, Pall Malls are bad.
Yeah, so let's all go in and celebrate with her. It's going to be a fun. I'm sure it's going to be a fun.
I got to ask her. I think the Don smoked.
And it's not just her. It's her and Marla. Congratulations to her and Marla. And what does stand-up guy mean? Who are stand-up men? Oh, this isn't about the guy's channel. This is just stand-up guys in general. And I feel like,
bad in pictures?
you know, I enjoy she does a quick little, you know what I enjoy? That she does a quick little Angel Boulevard. Can I talk? Stop talking over me.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh my God.
Because I seen her in there. I just made
like she does her.
He never smoked.
You know, she does her quick little.
Yeah.
She does her quick little Angel Boulevard, addresses what she needs to, and moves on. And then, like, we've been having so much fun on these shows. Now that, like, those jerks over there, I mean, they're kind of like fighting with each other. We can just kind of like start enjoying ourselves. I've never, ever, 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 ever been in a community where they lie, they slander, they make up things, they say disgusting things, they bring up your family. And, you know, now that, I mean, I guess lately we might be mentioned a little bit here and there, but just let them go at each other and let's just concentrate on having laughs and hanging out together and having fun.
Yep.
That's my opinion.
That's the one thing I found is that, and this, I know it's different communities in the YouTube and whatnot, but that's the one thing, but similar. That's the one thing I found, regardless of what everybody else has got going on, just focus on your own shit instead of worrying about. I mean, and given, you know, if they're going after you, sometimes you can only poke the bear so much. I get it. But for the most part, just try and focus on your own shit, not worried about what the hell everybody else has got going. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I
these people, they want the back and forth.
Exactly.
For their content. And if you don't give it to them, then they'll move on to the next person.
Exactly.
And it's pretty clear that they need to make money by putting other people down.
Exactly.
And if that's what they need to do in life, that's what they need to do in life. But I'm happy with, I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm going to address things sometimes. Sometimes I have an attitude. I'm a bitch sometimes. I'll admit it. I will also admit if when I'm wrong. I'll say my apologies if I have to. But I go to work and I make my paycheck. This YouTube, it's just extra money for my daughter to blow and to pay for our StreamYards or to buy some of these cards. It's not like my electric bill isn't being paid if I don't trash somebody on YouTube to make some money. And
Right.
even if that was the case, I would find a job before I lower my dignity and my standards. And you got to have integrity. Hey, C, what's up? Long time no see, buddy. How are you?
See, I won't lie to you at this, just because I'm in between jobs right now. Right now, it is helping me a little bit, but I don't do none of the back and forth with other guys. I just go on there, I talk my boxing and UFC, and I leave. That's it.
It's nice. It's nice to make a little bit, but there's boundaries to like what you're going to do to make the money,
Right.
So
exactly.
How long have you been out of work?
Me? Oh,
thank you, C.
This is like a little over a month.
Oh, so it's
Yeah. Month and a half. Right around
These people.
And you
Let me
said
tell
you're
you,
going
these
into the construction field. Thank you, C. We love you, C.
No, I haven't done that in like 7 years, bro. So my dad was, like I said, he was a laborer. He was a Teamsters guy in Chicago for a long, long time. So that was my first job. I basically worked with them till I was from about 15, 16 till I was about 23 ish. I did go to college for a little while, but I didn't know what that. See, now if I went back to college now, I would probably do some sports journalism type of shit, just because I'm already so invested in the fights and all that other, But when I was 18, 19, I don't know what the hell I wanted. That wasn't, but it is what it is. So, but I've done all kinds of stuff, bro. I've worked at a deli before. I did construction for a long time. I've worked at a warehouse. I used to put people's pools together and spas. I've done all kinds of shit, man. All kinds of stuff. The warehouse I was just at was a bakery joint. There was all kinds of. I had to go in there. My jobs. Well, basically, I had to work weekends. We had to take all the machinery apart and clean it and put it back together, bro. Which was good, but it was it was really, really dangerous, bro. Like I say, I got a scar on my foot because I got a huge chemical burn on there. They didn't send me to the hospital or nothing, which they were supposed to do. Then it happened again, and I got hit in the face with chemicals, bro. And and I got pissed off, and I was
got hit in the face. Yeah, that explains it.
Yeah, and I and the other thing was, and I'm not, like I say, not prejudice or anything. Nobody in there spoke English, bro. Nobody spoke English in there. I'm not prejudiced. God bless them. They were just there to work, but I'm not, throwing any low blows, because where I'm from, like I say, where I'm from in Illinois, bro, it's all Mexican and with a little Italian.
Jesse.
So it's it's what I grew up around, man. So but it's the language barriers and other things. So I was like, all right, you know what? That's too much for me, man.
Well, they got that Google app on the phones. I seen the commercial. You could talk Albanian in there, and it'll translate it for you.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Parasite Slayer. Legals are just here to work. They are here illegally. That's the key to an illegal alien.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Harry Skoll. I did Skoll one time. I was puking, and 5 minutes later, I swallowed some of it.
Yeah, I'm not
saying banded. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't saying they were legal or illegal. I just meant that it was hard working with guys that you can't. Nobody knows what the hell yeah, that's all I meant.
It's interesting you brought that up about making money off YouTube. I don't know how much can you make off YouTube realistically? And if you don't you have to be in the hundreds of thousands of subs to make any substantial money?
Yeah, you got to be up there. I mean, if you get
it's the super chats.
Yeah, it's the super chats and
It's also the super chats. You know what I mean? We've watched some of these channels where their super chats are
But you
getting,
can't
you know,
rely on that.
$500.
That's not guaranteed. That's not guaranteed.
No, it's
money.
not guaranteed. But I'm saying, like,
that's where the brunt
you
of it-
know, as far as getting money off ads, you need, you know, lots of subscribers. But as far as, like, you know, the super chats, if you're getting a ton of super chats coming in, then you'll make some decent money off that.
on
Right.
old one. See, yeah, that's the thing. The only time you're gonna make like advertise, because you know how you get monetized and all that other shit.
Mhm.
The only time you're gonna make big money off the ads, the ad money, is if your videos are getting 80, 100,000, you know, shit like that, bro.
Right.
50. But
Mhm.
like on my old channel, when I had like 12,000 followers, 11, 12,000. I mean, I was making, and this was just from super chats for the most part. For there was a couple of videos I had that were, you know, bigger like that, but I mean, I was making like $2,000 a month off the fucking thing. So it was basically like it was. I mean, it's not good money.
500 a week.
Yeah, it's not great money, but it was, you know, it's decent. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And that's where we get, like, our super chats is pretty much, our ad revenue isn't as high, but our super chats is what, you know, gives, and you know, we don't make a lot of money, you know, a couple $100, you know, a YouTube check. But like I said, it's extra spending money where my kid can blow it on whatever she wants, and then we put it into StreamYards and buying some cards. So
yeah, that's right.
But what happens if, you know, like, you didn't work? I mean, like, and you weren't going to work and you don't want to work.
Yeah,
You know, and you want to try to make a living off of it.
you need to have a big channel before I think you should be quitting a job for YouTube, like getting at least like 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion, depending on what your bills are. Do you live home with your mom? You know, for the people who live in Grammy's basement and they just need a little bit of weed money and Taco Bell money, I mean, I guess that's sufficient enough for them.
Parasite Slayer, another good rule of thumb about illegals: if you're in New York and you got North Carolina plates, you're 99.9% illegal. North Carolina plates. I don't know about other states, Florida. The North Carolina, that North Carolina plate in Staten Island is like, I'm illegal, pull me over. That's what the plate is. So if you're illegal, do not use North Carolina plates. You're screwed. Yeah, in Staten Island. Mike knows what I'm talking about. They're all like, I see it all the time. Like, look at these fools. There's freaking 4 essays rolling in a freaking truck, and they got North Carolina plates. I'm like, man, they're just waiting to get pulled over.
Yeah.
He knows, Mike. Yeah. Washington State driver's license. Yeah, I don't know about that. I just know the North Carolina and some Pennsylvania plates too. But Pennsylvania, they're more likely to be here with Pennsylvania plates because of the proximity. But North Carolina, who the F from North Carolina is going to come to Staten Island? Right? Yeah. You just, you know.
Joe.
Not going to happen. Yes.
Joseph.
Yes.
Sometimes the word Staten Island triggers me.
Do you know that the Mexican illegal immigrants, do you know how much money they pay to get to the United States? To me, it's amazing. It's upwards of $15,000 per person.
Sometimes they send their children with random strangers to get them there first. Just remember we did that article where they left them in the back of a box truck and in the heat.
Oh, forget about it. It happens all the time. These coyotes. Yeah, they lock. I mean, it happens so much. They leave them in trucks. They leave them in, these freight trains and shit like that. And I mean, you're talking about Texas. 100 degrees in the back, in the back of a trailer that you can't get out. That's 150 degrees. You're dead within 20 minutes.
This is why I like Joy. Look at Joy. This is why I like Joy.
Yeah, no, Carol, it's good. You see, Carol, you're American citizen. You're not going to have a problem. I'm saying, but if you were an illegal, those plates, be very careful because they might pull you over. You know.
Here's a good one. When I was
No, it's just something with, he says Staten Island a lot, like when we talk on the phone and stuff like that. So maybe it annoys me because he's always mentioning. That's all. It's just
Because I
something
hate
between
it
us.
so much, Staten Island. So
when here's a good one. When I moved to Florida and I got for a couple of years and I got clean off of H, some years ago now.
mm-hmm.
They had
Congratulations on your sobriety.
well, yeah, I'm not sure. I still drink, but I'm clean off the bad stuff. But I don't want to come bullshit you and act like I'm some, but the models, but I still have a drink from time to time. But so when I was getting clean down there, they used to do, because there was like a big apartment complex where we slept at night, and then they would take us over to do the meetings and shit in the morning when we was in rehab, and it was in Fort Lauderdale, bro. And they would stick us like 8 or 9 deep in a van and just have us. It's the middle of June, Fort Lauderdale, and we would just be fucking sitting there for like 20 minutes waiting for these fucking guys to get in the car. I'm like, oh my, you just get out of the shower, you're all cleaned up and everything, and then you get in there and it's just it's like, oh bro, it was rough, dude. That was oh, I'll miss that at all, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I have a Mexican.
We have to claim it. We do our YouTube money. Yes, we have to claim it. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but our YouTube money, or yes, absolutely.
Let me tell you something. You guys are you're gonna love this, man, because you know what? Last year they might have forgave the taxes, like on eBay. Last year, you sell on eBay, they forgave it to a certain extent. This year, if you're taking in Cash App and this app and that app and PayPal and this pal and my pal and your pal, you are gonna have to. You better put money aside because you're gonna be effed in the game, and it ain't gonna be no. They don't take 10%. The government, so people are gonna be in for such a rude awakening when you go to the tax person. Like, I got a decent return, but could you imagine, if you're expecting every year you get a couple of G's, come March, you get that check, you're good for like, you could buy sneakers and stuff. Now, could you imagine going and like him telling you like, nah, man, you ain't getting shit back this year. As a matter of fact, you owe boom and boom. People are gonna lose it. They're gonna. Trust me.
Especially when you don't have like YouTube. I didn't make that much on YouTube, but like I also have a job where I have like money taxes taken out of that and a child. So so it all kind of worked out for me. But if I didn't have that and just the YouTube money, which I didn't make a lot from YouTube, I would owe them some money. So these people who don't have a job on the books that are having their taxes taken out on top of other stuff, that tax bill this year, like Tony Pizza.
Gifting 15,000, Sean, is a completely different thing than what I'm talking about. Because right now it's $600. So whatever I make on eBay.
Oh, here
my accountant, great accountant, 40%. These guys, they bet, and yeah, because the money that's being passed and everything, now it's not gonna, that you're gonna have to figure out another way to get the money to people. Because if you're cash apping them, there's a record of that, and if you send money on YouTube, they're going to 1099 you. And if you think you're going to be able to avoid it or, not pay, yeah, you're going to get away with it for a little bit, but not for long. And then when you're going to get hit, Tony's a completely different thing, because what are they going to do? Serve him in his car? I mean, come on. I'm talking about legitimate people that have credit and have jobs and do, that it's, I mean,
Yeah.
the YouTube content creator might not work, but I'm sure his wife works or his husband works. So,
Yeah. Hey, Joey.
yeah, you can write off what you buy on eBay. Exactamundo.
Hey, Joey.
Yeah.
I got a doctor. I got an appointment in an hour, so I'm going to take off. I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me, brother. I
Yes.
appreciate the conversation as always, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll probably stop by Angel's joint there tonight. So.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks, man. Have a good one. Thanks for coming on.
Take care.
Hey, Lauren. Are you there? I guess she left. Okay, so it's just me. I love to ramble. Yeah, he's a good guy, Johnny Combat. He doesn't have a wrench, BK? Mike, you have a wrench? I gotta look on I can't see it on StreamYard. Let me look. Because there's a fake BK rolling around, right? That's another thing. People get their rocks off with that shit. And I don't know where that comes from, where people... Yeah, you're good. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you have to... Hey, what's up, Egg? How are you? I saw that, Mike. So, yeah, we, have to start preparing for certain things. So, you guys got to give me 1 second. Hold on.
I fixed BK's wrench.
Yeah, what happened with that?
I don't know. Maybe we accidentally hit something at some point and took it. I don't know. I know there was a fake Sean in chat, so I was trying to get rid of him. So
Right.
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't know how that fake BK came in with the exact name. Like, you could copy someone's name letter for letter. I mean, and it goes through.
Yeah, but they'll have a different tag.
Ah, okay.
Because now they have
Right.
like the tag, like the
Right.
whatever.
Mhm,
So I
yep.
checked and made sure it was the real BK, but I told him to text you just to like double check. I don't know how he I don't know how his wrench got. Maybe I hit something on accident because I was going through the chat trying to get rid of, because there was a fake Sean running around,
Right.
starting things. So maybe I hit BK's name. I don't know. But anyway, I fixed it.
I mean, Mike, you're very popular, Mike. I mean, I guess you made the big time, because once they start,
there's fake NBs all the time
cloning
too.
you. Yeah, but NB, you're NB.
Yeah, but it's easier for people to tell with me because I have subscribers,
Right, but he's not. He really doesn't do a lot of shows or whatever. it's weird when they, I mean, they target him because of me, but whatever. I mean,
They
it's
target
fine.
him because he's BK too. He does have a mouth on him. It's not because of you. I mean, he does things too. But it is what it is. He handles his own.
Yeah, but a lot of the beefs stem from him sticking up for me.
Well, you guys did a show together at one point.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's what it is.
And we're like really friends off of YouTube. That's another thing. So most people know that if something were to happen off YouTube, they probably got to deal with him too. So just not that anything's going to happen. I'm saying
no,
if
nothing's
it
gonna
did
happen
happen,
off YouTube. Nothing's happening off YouTube. There's no
so
point.
so that makes
Nobody should be fighting each other.
Right.
So
We don't have any problems.
and if they have a problem with you, they know where to find you. You know what I mean? This stuff of they know where to find BK. So that's it. That's the end of it.
It's not even that. Hey,
Cane Shades, what's up? How are you? Cane Shades, are you doing a bodega this Friday?
Bodega.
I hope
No,
so.
he's
And
very
also, he
focused
did
on
a good
Saturday night.
video. He did a great video. Let me drop it on TIG. Let me drop the link to it.
I never really, I knew Cane Shades who he was. I knew of his show, but getting to talk to him, off air, and we're doing a show together. Cane Shades is a good dude. He is. Take it from me. I'm calling him a good dude. You know why I'm calling him a good dude? Because I'm a bad dude. I'm not saying I'm good and he's good. No, he really is a good guy. And, he's just strong in his beliefs, and that's that. But he's not
he's loyal,
malicious, and he doesn't go on these vendettas and stuff.
Flipped up. He's stuck with what did you put it on? You put it on Cane Shades' channel or the novella? The TIG video. Let me look. Cane Shades.
So that's why I feel lucky about being on YouTube and being affiliated with certain people and their channels. And I think that's really good. And someone that I want to send a shout out to also is Tony Silo. He's a good guy, man. He really is a good guy. He's not one of those dudes looking to come on here and beef or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, Cane Shades has been putting together some good TIG videos and some good novellas on the dork from York. So he's been doing good with that. What's up, Del? What did Del stream, right? And
Same thing with Lee. He's a teddy bear. You know what I mean? He's got that hard exterior, but he's a teddy bear, Lee. He's okay.
To Grandma's cottage. Real deal. No one will be throwing hands. Nope, they won't. If it was going to happen, it would have happened already, and nobody's done anything except for MRE, and that's because that guy, came to him. Now, and what do you expect?
Another thing that is crazy is if I had a YouTube channel when I was 20, forget it. Just forget it. Hands thrown. No, hands wouldn't be thrown. Other things would be thrown. The beefing that's going on is with older men like myself. Okay, so the problem is you know, the mind and the body are two different things. They're connected, but you know. So, 48
I
years
hope
old.
everything's okay,
Yeah.
Tony Silo. I hope everything's okay. He just got in the car from the doctor's, been dealing with more BS. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hope everything's good with you.
Yeah, and let me tell you, it's the doctors. It's all BS. My doctor, I told you, he's had a heart attack. Not my main doctor. And you don't think about these things, like, you know, that's why you got to have a young doctor. I had my dentist was like in his 60s, Dr.
Yeah.
Louis Joris, and he
But these
was a
were all
great man.
like ones that these are all doctors that like were your moms, right? So like they're
Yeah, exactly. Yep,
so
yeah.
when it's like
Dr.
your mom's
Rao, yep,
doctor and
exactly. Yep.
they came from her, they're gonna
Hmm.
start getting old eventually and things are
But
gonna
Dr.
happen. But
Joris was my dentist. He was on Richmond Avenue, kind of by
so
the rich or for Richmond and Victory. There's like a
why are you
McDonald's
putting
over
this
there.
out there? Why are you putting that out there?
So no, because he's dead and he was a great guy. And
Oh.
I found out one day, like, you know, his wife used to shop in my store. I hadn't talked to Juris in a couple of months. I'm like, how's Lewis doing? You know? Oh, he died. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. He was
So
like one of those dentists, like, you know, the older doctors, they do have, like, Dr. Juris was like, I'd call him on Saturday or Sunday if I had a problem. He'd meet me in the office in 15 minutes. You know,
mhm.
most of the younger doctors have families and stuff like that, so they're a lot less flexible.
Yeah.
And he passed away, man.
I just want everybody to see my hat.
We push back.
We push back. These are nice hats. I like it. It has such a nice fit and it's good quality. So shout out to
The
Dominic.
new era.
Hey, Petey, how are you?
Yeah, thank you, C. I would have done shows, like, but then, you know, like I noticed certain things happen that, you know, like I didn't want to do a show and just start crying on the show. So
We'll be tuning in. Joe's not going to cry in the show.
oh yes, I
We'll be
would.
tuning in
Oh,
for
I
the box
would.
stuff.
I
Thank you,
would.
C. So I think it's about time to wrap it up.
I have this
Feeling
dream
somebody
of
else
becoming
wanted
an
to hop
actor.
on.
You know, I got to give actors credit because
Let
when I
me,
see an actor, when they cry on a show, like a movie, you know, I wonder how that works when they cry. Like, do they put onions under their eyes? Is it like all editing, or like people could actually cry?
well, I think
And
maybe like they could think of something sad, but there are
that's
like
yeah,
tear.
exactly right.
There are
That's
tier
it.
things. Please
That's it.
ring
Yeah.
bell for Saturday show.
I gotta reach out to Josie because someone told me that she grew up around Nigel
Yes,
Benn. Mm-hmm.
yes, and she said that you could talk to him
Yeah,
about getting him on, and I told her to talk to you about it because you know more
yeah.
about these people and these names. She told me that she had a neighbor, a friend that was a boxer, and she still speaks to him, and she could she wants you to do one of the boxing matches. Is that what
Mm-hmm.
it's called?
Yeah.
And she'll talk to him about coming on with you. That'd be cool. Hey, Westies, how are you? So, on that
Have any of
note,
you guys ever had your nose hairs waxed? Have you ever seen that, Lauren?
yes,
Where they put the wax up your nose and
and then
then
they just pull it down. Yes, I've seen that.
I was thinking about it, but let me tell you something, man. The pain. I heard it's not the best thing to do.
They have a thing. They have like a razor thing. It's skinny, and if it's
Yeah, I
right up
have
your,
one. Yeah,
well,
I
then
know,
use
but it
that.
doesn't get it. No, it doesn't get it. No.
All right. Well, this is gross stuff to be talking about.
It's not
So,
gross. If I'm gonna start doing blow, then I want my no. I
no,
don't want anything.
stop. You're
I
not
gotta get
doing
that taken care of.
blow. You're not doing blow. Stop.
Why not? Blow's good.
Okay, so then do blow.
All right.
Anyway,
When I cop, I'll let you know.
yeah. So be careful though, because everything's being mixed these days. It's not like
I would never.
natural, like
Not
tweezers.
anymore.
Yes, tweezers, and his eyebrows
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Tweezers. Try it with a tweezer. See what happens. Yeah, you
We'll
might
have
get
somebody
some
else
of
do
the
it for
hairs
you.
up top, but when you come closer to like, the opening in your nostrils, try pulling those hairs out with a tweezer and see how that feels.
Yeah, but you have somebody else do it for you. Like
No. Someone that really likes administering pain. Yeah, I can.
like the eyebrows, you know.
Yep.
So
yeah.
on
So
that,
Nigel Benn.
oh,
Okay, so Nigel Benn seriously was like a champion. He was he wasn't a heavyweight, super middleweight, but he was like the big champ, Nigel Benn. He got into he had a fight against this dude, Gerald McClellan was his name. And he didn't do it on purpose. Like the dude had an injury, and the fight exacerbated his head injury, and he wound up he didn't die, but he was close to dying, and now he's like crippled for life. Like he has trouble walking and talking or whatever. But yeah, Nigel Benn, yep. He's a UK legend. Yep. So yeah, but we could get going if you want. I got stuff I gotta do. I gotta try to pluck my nose hairs out. Tony Tucker. Really? Tony Tucker, the heavyweight that lost to Mike Tyson, the champion?
don't forget, guys, 6:00, Maddie is on. And so that gives everybody it's 4:00 Eastern now. You guys got a little less than 2 hours to eat your dinner, get your popcorn ready and everything else, and go over to support Maddie. Let me drop his link again. And then after Maddie, we have Angel on with her 6K celebration. So it is going to be a busy night on YouTube. Everybody, please, in between the shows, please fill up your bellies and have some good food.
And make sure you tell Angel, listen to a show tonight. And make
she invited you on.
Know. I know. Thank you. Okay, great. I was going to say, you guys in the chat, when you go on there, make sure you tell her, hey, why don't you bring Bay 8th on? Just, hook me up a little bit. I love Angel.
Said you have an open invitation, so.
Yes, exactly. But I want,
Joy. I want
the people,
Joy, thank you so much for coming in. I always appreciate you being here. And it's hard for me to talk because Joe likes to talk over me. But Maddie show at 6. Ring the bell, guys. Go over there, ring the bell so you get notified. Do it now. Joy, thank you so much for coming in. And let me just put Angels down again one more time so you guys can be reminded to ring the bell for that. And I think that's about it for the lineup. Lee put up a couple videos the past couple days, so please check out his channel.
I used to see Joy on TV shows, like, talking about her brother or whatever. And now she comes on this show. And it opened my eyes up to a lot of things. These people that are praising Sammy, seriously, fuck them. Because he didn't, believe me, he didn't just kill Wise Guy, like it was fucked up. So, well,
the last couple minutes you shouldn't say curses, and there you go, as we want to end it. So leave it to Joe.
That's gonna hurt us?
I don't know. The last couple minutes, they kind of look at the beginning and the end, so it's like best like the last couple minutes not to be like saying F this, F that. But whatever. Who is this? Joey Melrose says, what fight you guys doing next? Tell them what you're doing Saturday before we end.
Saturday, we're going to be broadcasting live UFC 285. Johnny Bones Jones against Cyril the French Fry Gain. Okay? Now, the weekend after that, or during the week, we're going to redo the fight. No, I'm not even going to say that because I don't even want people to think about that fight. But
One at a time. Primo, what's
well,
up? How are
the
you?
Pacquiao Bradley fight that we had the technical difficulties, that's going to be the next fight we do after this weekend.
Real deal. If you want to come up for the last 5 minutes, come up. You're more than welcome to. Primo, why is he? I see him tagged somewhere. Long time no see, Primo. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, the boxing, certain weeks we're going to do live broadcasts because, we don't want to do a fight the night of another big event on Saturday. Maybe in the future we'll change it when there's a fight that's coming on Saturday, like a real professional fight. We'll tweak the time on our show, but we don't want to do our show because then a lot of people watch like I want to watch this fight. I'm going to watch it. Can't watch it if I'm doing a show on a different fight. So we're going to do a show on that fight. So if you guys are buying the fight and paying $80, you could come on our channel. And if you're not, and you want to hear what's going on and you want to,
Take
chat
care,
away
Joe.
or whatever, come join us. We're going to have Silo. We're going to have Keen Shades, Lee, BK. We're going to have a lot of people. Hopefully MRE comes on. Actually, he did come on last week after. Because we do a fight and then we do an after party. Okay, you don't want to miss the after party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody's welcome to come up and chat about it.
Yeah.
Hey, Wise Up Show. Real deal. I'm sure he'll come up and chat a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say? Tony Silo, Johnny, who was just on here, he'll probably pop on.
Mm-hmm. And these guys
Maddie,
know about
the
boxing.
uncles, Maddie and the uncles, they usually order the fight, so maybe they'll come up and chat about it.
Mm-hmm.
We have it starting at 9, but it might change because of why would it change, Joe? You explained it to me.
Okay, so because the fights don't go off, there's not a set time. Meaning the main card starts at 10 o'clock, let's say, right? But you don't know when that main event's coming on. You kind of have an idea, but there's no exact time. Now, as far as when we're going to start, we put it at 9 because, you also got to look at the fights in Vegas. So technically it's 3 hours behind. We're going to do it. If we do a show 6 o'clock Eastern, there might be some pre-fights. So, we want to basically focus in on like the last 4 matches, the last 3 or 4, and the big one being the main event, and then Shevchenko's fighting, I believe, in the co-main event. So that's why the times are going to be a little different. But this is just, we really are just starting with it. So we're up for any input. Nothing's really set in stone. Like we're going to be doing this, and this. Right now we're just feeling out. We want to see what works and what doesn't work. And yeah. But if Johnny comes on, Tony Silo's going to be on. So there's credibility right there. He knows about boxing. And Lee knows about, combat. Kane Shades. I mean, we're all pretty knowledgeable and have our own opinions, and that's the other thing. We all don't agree on everything, so it should make for a good show.
It should.
So
All
thank
right.
you guys, and stick with us, and you stick with us, and we'll stick with you. Anything else you want to say?
I'm going to do a countdown and we say ding ding to end it. We're
Thank
going to
you,
do a
guys.
countdown to end it. Everybody who sent a super chat or a cash app, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yep.
We always appreciate the support.
Great song.
Ding ding.
Great song.
Ding ding.
Ding, ding. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Peace.